الله أكبر الله أكبر.
There is no place more peaceful than a quiet corner where one connects with God. Mosques are sanctuaries where people seek refuge in the most difficult and challenging moments of life. In some areas of Kabul, there are mosques with historical background stretching back more than 600 years. These sacred places have witnessed various events and transformations throughout history. Some of these mosques are still standing strong. Others are under renovation, some are left partially restored, and unfortunately, some have been lost or replaced by modern constructions. In this documentary, we aim to take a closer look at one of the most historic mosques in the city of Kabul. We will travel into the worn and historic fabric of the city, speak with experts and historians, and visit some of the old neighborhoods and alleys of Kabul. The Nur al-Islam Grand Mosque. A legacy from the era of the Babur, Mughal Empire in Kabul. There are various historical opinions regarding the foundation of this mosque, as is the case with many other historical mosques.
The Pakhta Faroshi Mosque, also known as the Booksellers Mosque, is one of the oldest and most historic religious sites in the city of Kabul. It is located in the old quarters of the city. The name Pakhta Faroshi, wood sellers, comes from the fact that there used to be a marketplace next to the mosque that sold woods. Later, this market was converted into a timber market, and the people began calling the mosque either the Wood Sellers Mosque or the Timber Sellers Mosque. Eventually, bookshops were established around the mosque, and it also became known as the Booksellers Mosque.
According to some accounts, this magnificent mosque was built during the reign of King Akbar, under the governorship of Aurangzeb in this region. Other historical narratives suggest the mosque was founded during the reign of Shah Zaman. The mosque is located in the old Pakhta Faroshi and Kitab Frosher, Booksellers Alley, now home to many traditional metalworkers.
This mosque was built during the rule of Jalaluddin Muhammad Akbar. under the governorship of Aurangzeb in Kabul. However, another account suggests that the foundation was laid during the reign of Shah Jahan, another Mughal emperor. Later, during the time of Shah Zaman, the mosque's name was changed to Masjid-e-Nur al-Islam. Over time, this historic and sacred site has suffered severe damage. When the capital was moved from Kandahar to Kabul, a certain minister's mother initiated restoration work on the mosque, not complete reconstruction, but significant renovation and repair.
When Shah Zaman ascended to the throne after his father's death, one of his initial acts was to lay the foundation stones of two mosques. Baghi Labidaria Mosque, also known today as Puli Kishti Mosque. Nur al-Islam Grand Mosque. While the Baghi Labidaria Mosque was initially intended by Timur Shah, uprisings in Mashhad and Nishapur at the time prevented this Islamic initiative. Later, in the year 1300 AH, equal to 1261 SH, Abdur Rahman Khan had the mosque repaired and reconstructed.
In the year 1300 Hijri Qamari, 1882 CE/1261 Hijri Shamsi, under the rule of Amir Abdur Rahman Khan, the mosque underwent a complete structural restoration, and its foundation was reinforced. Architecturally, this mosque is very similar to the Eidgah Mosque in Kabul. The Puli Kishti Mosque in Kabul used to be a small mosque that was later expanded. Behind this, there is a big madrasa where the great companion began teaching Quran and Hadith of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
This mosque is built on a relatively large rectangular site, approximately 80 meters in length and 23 meters in width. It is a single-story structure with 31 small domes and one large central dome. In the past, a white marble pool existed in the mosque courtyard for ablution, which sadly no longer exists today.
The mosque was built with a length of 80 meters and a width of 23 meters, and includes 31 small domes and one large central dome. The structure rests on strong square and rectangular columns, decorated with traditional vault-like embellishments and plaster carvings, most of which have sadly deteriorated or disappeared over time and now require restoration.
The mosque features high domes and grand arched facades. Directly in front of the mosque stands a tall minaret, equal in height to the mosque, with a beautifully designed facade featuring prominent archwork. The minaret is 2 stories tall with a dome roughly 1 floor high, around 3 meters. Inside, a staircase leads up to the dome and minaret.
At the entrance, there are 2 minarets that still stand today. These are built in the Mughal architectural style, with internal staircases. Worshippers and visitors entering the mosque are welcomed by these elegant minarets, reflecting Mughal Indian architectural influences. Above the 2 minarets, a semi-dome in the shape of a tall Iwan is constructed. decorated with Mukarna's work and simple plaster carving. Around this Iwan, geometric patterns reflecting the Mughal Indian style were once vividly painted.
The mosque's exterior architecture reflects the styles prevalent in Kabul from the 16th to the 18th centuries. The beautiful entrance Iwan, arch, that houses a half-dome, is characteristic of Mughal architecture. On both sides of the Iwan are 5 arched niches decorated with intricate mural paintings composed of Islamic calligraphy, Qatai floral designs, dragon mouths, and other traditional motifs, all painted on plaster in the Hindu-Mughal decorative style. Similar artwork can be seen in historical mosques in Delhi and Lahore.
Above the 2 minarets, a semi-dome in the shape of a tall Iwan is constructed, decorated with Mukarna's work and simple plaster carving. Around this Iwan, geometric patterns reflecting the Mughal Indian style were once vividly painted. Unfortunately, during recent restorations, the original dark red tones were replaced with blue and other incorrect colors, changing the mosque's authentic character.
The edge of the roof, the main Iwan, and the mosque's facade are adorned with exquisite almond-shaped crenellations. Below these crenellations is a beautifully embossed band that features closed-bud Qatai flowers and Islami lines, enhancing the aesthetic appeal of this historic monument. The mosque shares architectural similarities with Kabul's Eidgah Mosque, particularly its central dome supported by 6 massive brick pillars. The central ceiling design is circular and surrounded by stunning mukarnas, stalactite-like embellishments, connecting the arch motifs to the supporting pillars, thus enhancing the beauty of the central dome. Adjacent to the central dome is a smaller dome built in front of the mihrab and pulpit. Along both wings of the mosque are 10 additional domes supported by brick columns, giving the building its rectangular form.
The domes serve 2 purposes. Structurally, they help support the ceiling, and decoratively, they enhance the aesthetic value of the mosque. Unlike modern mosques that often have a single dome, older mosques like this one feature multiple domes. This particular mosque has 31 small domes and 1 large dome, in front of which lies the mihrab, adorned with lotus flowers, geometric patterns, and plaster carvings, most of which have also deteriorated, though some remnants still exist.
The mosque is constructed from baked brick, plaster, iron, lime, and wood, featuring arches, corridors, and domes. Beside the mosque is a domed building known as Madrasa Shahi, which over time served as Dar al-Hifaz, Quran memorization school, a gathering place for scholars, and a center for Islamic education.
It's been almost 6 years since work began on this mosque. And unfortunately, it remains in a deteriorated condition. I have served as the Imam and Khatib of this mosque for the past 13 or 14 years. And in all this time, no official support has been provided, only a few respected elders and community members have voluntarily helped with basic maintenance.
To the southeast of the mosque lies the building of the religious school, madrasa, which has served students from across the country. It was added during the mosque's renovation in 1211 AH. The original structure no longer exists, but the new building follows the original architectural style. The dormitories for students are located to the south, and classrooms are located to the north and west. These rooms are designed in a domed architectural style with natural skylights in the ceilings.
This mosque was not only built for prayer, it also includes a religious school, madrasa, which still exists. Some say the madrasa was established during Aurangzeb's time, and later, Shah Zaman helped support it. However, it was fully restored under Amir Abdur Rahman Khan. Students came not only from across Afghanistan, but even from abroad, to study here and later serve as qari or religious scholars.
This section is built in the Haratai Timurid architectural style, using baked brick both as construction and decorative material. The long brick corridor of the school on the southern side of the mosque. In our next documentary.
Now, after 6 years of stalled construction, this mosque, a rare historical gem in Afghanistan, is in poor condition. We have no proper ablution facilities. And since the main prayer hall is under repair, we have divided it with curtains, one side for prayer, the other under construction. During winter, we use a small adjacent prayer space, which is insufficient. On Fridays, around 2,000 to 3,000 worshippers gather here. Many are forced to pray outside on bare ground. If we truly value our religion and Islamic heritage, then we must recognize that the mosques, pulpit and mihrab are the strongholds of Islam, and they deserve proper attention. I may not have all the details regarding the official reconstruction plans, but what we see with our own eyes is clear. This mosque has not been properly restored. It must be reconstructed using the same materials and style that were originally used, and this should be carried out under the supervision of the Department of Historic Monuments of the Ministry of Information and Culture. If it is rebuilt according to its original form, it will serve the people well, allowing for daily prayers, as well as Friday and Eid congregational prayers. For almost 6 years, the Pashto Faroshi Grand Mosque has remained in a state of neglect and disrepair. Although the previous government made promises to renovate it, they fell short, and the project was left unfinished. Our humble request to the Islamic Emirate is this: please help rebuild this mosque, in any possible way, so that the worshippers' difficulties may be resolved. At present, the community is facing serious challenges due to the lack of ablution facilities, restrooms, and even basic prayer space. This historical mosque urgently needs attention and restoration.
In our next documentary. In every city and land, there is a place where every book is a bridge to a new world, and
the public library is a cornerstone of the nation's development, prosperity, and strength. There is not any document, evidence, or publication that has said even a single bad word against books.
Every page a window opening to fresh horizons is filled with whispers of wisdom.